And thank you so much for coming in today.
No problem.
So Drive, it was a great song. Tell us where you got the inspiration for it.
The inspiration. It's funny. The kid who produced it is a kid who lives in Amherst. I'm from Boston originally, and he walked up to me because he saw one of the production stickers on my laptop. I got a bunch of stickers on my laptop, and he was just like, "Yo, like I make beats." And I was like, "You hear that every day as a rap artist or as an artist in general? Like I make beats." And then he like sent a couple to my inbox, and Drive was one of them. And I was like, "Yo, this is lit." And so I went back to my house and started writing to it, and like the flows were going well. And then I like got my friend Grace on like the outro at the end, and I was like, "Yo, this track is some solid material." And then yeah, we got what it is today.
That's awesome. So you're a biology major, right?
Yes, sir.
Here at UMass. So how did you get from biology to what you're doing right now with rap?
Man, when I was growing up, I was always like a math science guy, and my family was a whole bunch of artists, so I guess like the genetic was always there. So like going through school, like through all the bio stuff, through all like the sciences, and then kind of just using that creative outlet as like a way to escape, I guess. It all just kind of happened cohesively, like all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And where did the name NliteN come from?
Man, I came up with the name NliteN when I was in the shower. Me and my friend Dan O'Malley, shout out Dan O'Malley, we like rapped in high school, and we freestyled all the time, and then like we never really thought anything of it. And one day I started writing, and I was like, "Yo, if I'm gonna start writing, I'm gonna need like a stage name, of course." Mm-hmm. And then I just was like messing around with some ideas, and you know, when you're in the shower, you do all your best like worldly thinking, like some transcendental type thought, and NliteN came to mind, and then I kind of creatively styled it, and that's what it is today.
Like what exactly like is your process of like trying to create like songs and like raps and lyrics?
I'll just live, and then if you get an inspiration, if you hear a little jingle, you want to sample it. Like if you're standing somewhere and you hear like kind of like a melody, I hum the melody into my phone, go home, like lay down like an instrumental that's somewhat similar. And then my writing process, actually, like I don't consider myself like a lyricist. I think I really just kind of like vibe with an instrumental. So like a beat will be playing, and I'll kind of like mumble. I'll like say flows like nah, 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 like stupid stuff. And then after a while, I'll find a flow that really like fits well with the beat, like they kind of move in harmony, and then I'll layer words on top of that. So if the flow is like da 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 da, I'll like came in the man with the like I just like say like random stuff, like throw words on top of that, and usually the words kind of like because that's the way it's constructed, the words like embody the vibe of the instrumental.
One of the things that we share, like I guess in common, is that we both came from Boston Latin School.
Yes, sir.
And then a majority of your songs kind of tackle with like the issues that are like, I guess, prevalent to like the Black experience in the United States. How do you feel about like the current situation going on in Boston Latin? Because I know right now like they're dealing with a lot of racially charged issues. Yeah,
I think now it's just kind of like and I think everyone kind of realizes this. It's like a period of time that's kind of revolutionary. Things are not like, especially with the social media, everything's really in the air for you to take it. So like, I guess like points of views, and like especially with like the election going on, like you have like very extreme points of views, and everyone's giving their input, and it rolls into your daily life. Like students at school aren't just students first and foremost, like they're human beings.
Do you think music is important in kind of shaping that whole, like getting that message across?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that trap music is kind of like marching music. Like you hear the beats, and even the dance is kind of like you see people dancing, and they're like you're getting their legs moving. I think it's kind of like the senseless like energies that people need to kind of get their legs moving towards like whatever is happening next. It's kind of like you can't just sit down and be involved with the music you're hearing.
I know you have an EP.
Yes, sir.
On the way, or like we're working on an EP. So like what's coming next with like NliteN?
Yeah, so Drive, the song that you've heard, is actually the single off the EP. It's a 7-song EP called Mind Over Matter. This was me like finding my sound after having explored like really like rapping over some like kind of old school instrumentals, rapping over some really like trappy instrumentals, which I really didn't like. I think there's an essence in there that's cool that should be extracted and then move forward into something else. But like I think it's kind of just like my sound moving forward. All you can do is rap about like what you know, even if you're imagining things. It can only be from like an experience. Like it kind of is like, yeah. So that's where that is. Definitely check that out when it comes out. But Yeah, that's the current project. I'm working on an EP with a producer out here named Al Danger, a good friend of mine. He's a dope dude, and yeah, that's coming out soon too. So we got some good music out coming out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for
no
coming
problem.
out today. And if you want more information about NliteN, you can visit his website at enlightenmusic.neosites.org.